Should you be paying attention to your dreams? This is probably not a topic that too many people look into, but I wanted to talk about it. So this is Ryan. This is Ryan Talks. And let's get into it. So I know it's not a huge topic, but maybe it should be, is our dreams. You know, I've made a video a little while ago about the idea that numerologically 666 is 2/3, and that's 2/3 of the day is typically the amount of time that we are awake, and 333 is a positive number, or 1/3, and the amount of time that we would be sleeping. So if you really think about it in numerological terms, the more positive, the more creative, the more energetic or whatever part of our day is when we're sleeping. It's like there was, I think it was a poet, he said, what if I dreamed, and in my dreams I had a butterfly land on my finger or something like that, and when in my waking life, could I bring it back out of my dreams? And there's more to that than you would really think. So if you are, like, for me, for example, a lot of the times when I feel really trapped, or when I'm like really confused at my life, or when I'm confused at maybe a relationship situation or whatever's going on in my life, I'll have water in my dreams a lot. Like not drowning, but borderline sometimes. Like I'll be in a boat and all of a sudden I'm in the lake, because I grew up. The lake was my backyard. Lake Erie was my backyard. And we went on boats quite often. And I'll have dreams that I'm on a boat of somebody that I know, but then all of a sudden I'm in the water. Or if things are going really good, I'll have dreams where I'm just manifesting everything that I want, or creating, or bringing the energy of whatever it is that I want into my existence, and I can live in that. So if you are having some dreams like this, or another one is when I'm feeling severely overworked or overstressed or just overwhelmed, I'll have dreams that I'm at work. Maybe even a job I've never even worked before. I'll just have dreams that I'm at work. And sometimes they're extremely violent dreams. Like I've had dreams where I was at work, but then there was like these terrorist groups that come in and all of a sudden, like I'm in almost like a video game, and I've got like a gun and everybody else does. And I'm like, what is this? Like what is causing this? Or one of my most memorable dreams was when I was going through a divorce, and I kept day after day after day, I kept having this dream where I was in a tannery, but instead of cows, it was humans. And we were skinning these humans, and it just so happened that I had a psychology class at the time. I went into a psychology class, and we were talking about dreams, and he's like, do you think it's just because she's getting under your skin? And I'm like, wow, that might really legit be it. And so even to this day, I start analyzing my dreams and just trying to change in my mind or subconscious, because that's what really creates everything, what it is that I'm looking for. The idea of wanting something, or fruit flies flying around like crazy. I don't know if you can see that on camera. But the idea of wanting something or needing something says that you can't have it, or you don't have it, or you don't think that you have the ability to have it. So if you analyze your dreams, and there's a massive scarcity, and there's pillaging and war and whatever it is in your dreams, chances are you have this wanting or lacking or needing going on in your day-to-day. Or you are in a terrible relationship or something like that. So really analyze that, and don't have I'm not really a huge fan of like The Secret or anything like that. I like the idea of it and manifesting things and things like that, but you really have to change the energy of you around to attract the energy of the things that you want to get into your life. So if you're in a constant energy of low energies that have no ability to attract stuff that's in a higher energy, you're never gonna attract something in without absolute forcing it, like robbing somebody or stealing something from somebody, like one of these low energy things. You know, you see this a lot in very poor areas. They rob each other, they steal, because they don't believe that they can actually get out of that mental or that world that they're in. There's no, you know, mental shift that they have. So you really have to get out of these thoughts in your mind, and once you do, you will start noticing that your dreams get much better, much better. You know, I had to have my ankle replaced, and I in my mind I'm like, man, I'm never going to be good again to a female because like I can't work like I used to. So I was having torturous dreams about that. And the reason I'm making this video is you really need to analyze these dreams. Like even if it's just a snippet, like if you just remember a snippet, or if you can do lucid dreaming. And what lucid dreaming is where you will wake up, you know you're awake, but you still can remember your dreams. Now you might have to pee really bad, so this that part sucks. But you can go relive the dream once you get really good at this. So don't even open your eyes. You just kind of lucid dream. You kind of go back. You relive the entire thing. It's kind of like, I forget what game that is. Oh, you know, Cyberpunk. If people are in the games, there's this part in Cyberpunk where you can, it's like a VHS tape they put in and they can relive and they can change things around. Now, I don't know that you can, maybe you can change a lucid dream, but you can view it. Or if you could just write this stuff down, have a notebook like, you know, this next to your bed. And when you wake up, you know, jot down what it is that happened to you. And you can you'll notice how it feels. And then start just thinking on what it is, changing your energy, you know, changing your energy. So if you're somebody like me, for example, I still struggle with this one. I do DoorDash and I'm like, oh, it's so slow, it's so slow. And when you get stuck in that pattern, it's so slow, you just don't get any orders. But if you go out and you're like thinking of other things, one of the best things that I've ever found is having a distraction of some kind. I know that's not the best method, but if you go out for like a bike ride or a run or a walk or a hike, your mentality will start changing. Or if I got the cellar size, you'll just start changing. And you can actually, when you're exercising, you're using both sides of your brain. So this is like a really good time to change your thought processes. You'll have a process, not just do one in the beginning. Don't try to, like, you want to lose weight, you got to have more money, you want to attract a partner in your life, you want to, you know, like a new house, like 4 or 5 things. Don't have that. Just pick one and just run with that one. What's most important to you? Just one. And before you exercise, just have an image in your mind of what it is that you're looking to attract into it. And while you're exercising, you might have ideas of what you can do or something along those lines. You can change your subconscious as to where it is that you need it to start attracting and pulling and changing your energy. And it all starts from your dreams. You'll notice that once it starts kind of clicking in, once you start attracting this stuff and having that energy and starting coming into yourself and realizing that you are all that you can be and that you're enough, that's when things really start to change. Now, some say that you don't have to do, put anything in action. But then if you read somebody like Napoleon Hill, Think and Become Rich, I legit think that you have to put some kind of action behind it. Like this, I want to have a huge YouTube channel, but I can't do that by just not making videos. I got to make videos. So I'm putting an action into it, and I'm seeing myself where I could be and you know, how this is going to work. It may, you know, how long it may take, I have no idea. I have a number in my head of where I want to get, but making these videos is the start, and getting these videos out there. And if these videos do you any good, having people share these videos is a help, and thumbing up the videos and whatever it might take to actually get the algorithm to realize that you're actually doing this. And that they're good videos or bad videos, or, you know, all press is good press, right? So really look into your dreams. Start thinking about, maybe take notes, like I said, keep a notebook by your bed, and yeah, change it. You know, you can't get anywhere new in life without changing the energy or the just where you're at. You know, get the book Letting Go. I think Letting Go. I think it's Let It Go by David Hawkins. It's right over there, but I can't see it. I don't have my glasses on. It gives a chart in there about different energy levels and where they are and where you stack on this thing and the, the energy in hertz, I think, frequency, and what frequency you're at, because at certain frequencies you can't access certain things, but at other frequencies you can. So if you're trying to access a person right now, and you're always complaining about your job and you hate everything, chances are you're gonna attract that person, the person that hates their job and they're hating on everything. But if you get to a higher frequency, if you want to call it that, you're going to attract somebody who's in that higher frequency, and you can build each other up. Where in the lower frequencies, you guys are going to just tear each other down, and you're going to keep each other there. So if you're in a lower frequency, I don't really think it's a very good idea to find a new a person. I mean, everybody wants sex, of course, but if it's just for sex and you're just finding somebody that's in that lower energy field, living in the flesh, so to speak, I don't think it's going to go well. Now, maybe you can help each other get out of that, but I don't know. But really just pay attention to your dreams, really jot them down, and I think that's a very good place to start from when you're trying to change the frequency or the energy that you live at. Anyway, comments, questions down below. As always, like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next one.